Good morning, everyone. It's 9:30 in the morning. Almost at Memorial Day. Happy Labor Day weekend. And it's Sunday, so into Labor Day officially. I am in the kitchen and I'm letting my pork chops that I cooked last night do double duty. So I took 2 of those pork chops, bone in, and threw them into a sauce I'm making with 1 large Cubinelli sweet pepper, half of an onion, and a red pepper's in there too. And I'm just letting the meat fall right off the bone. And then I put one aside with the rice and the tomato and the onion. And so what I made last night was what my dad's mom, right there, the Grandma Mary used to call pork chops Arabian, that my grandfather found in a newspaper somewhere or on the back of a box. And it was basically using Minute Maid rice. You cook your Minute Maid rice up real quick, or a cup of rice, and you put your pork chops bone in a baking pan. Preheat your oven to 350. Salt and pepper, and pat dry your pork chops. Salt and pepper them. You can put a little garlic around it. I remember she said a little garlic around it. And then a big chunk of onion ring. And then sliced tomato, salt and pepper that. Put your foil over the top of it. Bake it for 1 hour. And then check your temperature. In the thickest part of your pork chop, make sure it's 145 degrees and you're good. Then throw on top of it any kind of white cheese you want. American, Swiss, provolone, whatever. And uncovered, put it back in the oven. You could bump the temperature up to 400 or stick it over the broiler. Keep a good eye on it though. I just bump it up to 375. And then let your cheese melt. Take it out, and everybody gets a cheesy, ricey pork chop, which has your little vegetable in it, your tomato and your onion. You could add pepper if you wanted to. Sometimes I do that. I find the almost a little bit thicker, the bone in a little bit thicker pork chops work better for that recipe than the really thin ones, because they tend to get a little dried out. But the onion and the tomato, the juice from that, and keeping the cover on it at 350 kind of really helps you to get like a golden around your pork chop, and then for it to be nice and juicy in the middle so it doesn't get too dry, right? So that's a favorite I always like that she made, so it's a go-to for me. But then what I do lately is I take 2 or whatever of the pork chops, and then if I have some chicken left over, I throw the chicken in there. I used crushed tomatoes, no salt. I used diced tomato with garlic and oregano and onion in it, no salt. And I used a little tablespoon of tomato paste, like a shy of a tablespoon. Water to about here. I'm going to keep adding water. I used 1 packet of low sodium chicken Goya. I already had my Sofrito made. I use a Cubinelli long sweet Italian pepper, 2 of those, a Poblemo, a jalapeno, and then I use 1 Serreno Pepper because I like it a little hot, and 1 red pepper and 1 yellow pepper, parsley, cilantro. I've never used culantro with it. And then you just whiz it up with your garlic and your olive oil in the blender. And then you have a little jar of lovely stuff to put in your soup and your rice and your everything. For Saison, I make my own Saison because I don't like all the chemicals in the packaged one. It's basically garlic powder, ground cumin, onion powder, coriander, paprika, a little bit of the annatto flavoring, and what else? That's it. I think that's what I put in it, yeah. Onion, garlic. Yeah, that's it. That's what I use. So it works out good. I mean, you could use Saison, and they have the low sodium one, but I still find it I find it like it's a sodium bomb. And then, I don't know, I just keep testing it. I use a baby spoon, a little baby spoon of sugar, and then I taste it again and I put a little sugar in it, or a drop of lemon juice. It just kind of brightens it up. You can serve that over spaghetti, any pasta, or I like to use basmati rice or jasmine rice, or a baked potato, or even over a sweet potato. It's really good. And so there, now I have a meal prep from 3 pork chops bone-in. I have a Latin spaghetti sauce, and I have a pork chop that I can eat with rice and cheese on it. And the rice and cheese from the other 2 pork chops I just put aside, and I can use that on an egg. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. Okay, so happy Labor Day to everyone. I'm going to cool this down, package it up, and go to work. And then hopefully tomorrow I'm going to have off. I got a lot of plans. I want to take apart my second bedroom and start making it into a knitting studio and crochet, where I'm going to sort all my yarn and just keep my closet for my uniforms. And then I have a little shelving unit I bought with drawers that I can put my yarn in. And then I want to get 2 Afghans finished tomorrow and tackle my junk mail, which is a never-ending battle around here. I have to take a day of shredding. I think I get 9 million things from ARP every day. And I'm like, okay, that's shredded, but then I got a pile of stuff I got to shred. So that's my plan for the day. Spend a little time with Justin before I go to work. And have a nice day, everyone. I hope you have a safe, beautiful Labor Day weekend. And talk to you later. Bye-bye.